But former Sanders backer Harlan Hill, he is not supporting Clinton. Not one bit. You've been telling me all along, if it wasn't Bernie, it was Trump. Why?
That's right. Well, I am really disappointed at it tonight, too. I mean, look, this movement is not about Bernie Sanders. It's about the people that can't afford to fix their broken AC. It's about the people that can't afford to, pay for their students' tuition. Things are bad out there, and he's made this about him and his endorsement of Hillary Clinton, and that's an immense disappointment to me.
You just heard Lady Linda Rothschild say, no, we're convinced all the Bernie Sanders supporters are going to come over. We heard the same thing from Lanny Davis. Is that just wishful thinking, do you think, Harlan, on all these Democrats' part?
Absolutely. Look, in politics, momentum does not transfer. And he just cannot translate the momentum that he's built over the last year to Hillary Clinton because his supporters just do not feel it for Hillary Clinton. So I think that...
You don't feel it for Hillary Clinton.
I don't feel it for Hillary Clinton. Well, look, she does not address any of the problems that I think that he stood for this entire election. Everything from Wall Street reform to campaign finance reform to trade. Look,
crony capitalism. Are these the things that you think Donald Trump would be able to fight for in a bigger, better way than Hillary Clinton?
Without question. I mean, look, he's going after, he's going to streamline the tax code, and he's going to go after people that are abusers. He's going to fix NAFTA and TPP so that doesn't become a reality that exports millions of American jobs. I mean, he's the only candidate that's left in this race that's ideologically consistent. I don't think Bernie Sanders is at this point, now that he's endorsed Hillary Clinton.
You feel a little betrayed?
Oh, absolutely. And I think a lot, and I'm walking around here, and I hear a lot of that.
Wow. Deirdre joining us as well, Deirdre Bolton. And Deirdre, I've been saying for a while that we may be actually witnessing the sort of changing of party lines. I mean, conservatives now being less about globalization and more about benefiting our economy first.
Sure.
Bank deregulation, something that Tim Kaine, a Democrat, is pushing. When you hear more from, it seems, Donald Trump talking about the need to some of that. It's just a very interesting
phenomenon.
No, you're right.
There's a lot of,
that seems to be happening.
Cross-party issues. I mean, to your point, Trish, you essentially do have, we talked about it earlier, this idea of the reinstatement of Glass-Steagall, basically saying a bank can't take your money and go invest it for its own purposes. Both Donald Trump and Senator Sanders, those are the two candidates calling for that. Even Wall Street mentioning that. Goldman Sachs saying this is unusual for a GOP platform. You just referenced to trade and manufacturing jobs, Trish. I mean, that is a big platform. There are a lot of unions that I think are going to end up supporting Donald Trump. Normally that group, at least in the past few decades, has been... Right, exactly, has been more
Rob Portman,
Democratic,
Senator Portman got an endorsement from the Teamsters today, which people said, gosh, this is kind of surprising. Absolutely. For a Republican senator to be getting the Teamsters as an endorsement. But right now, I wonder, Deirdre and Harlan, if people feel so fed up with the status quo, people that voted for President Obama 8 years ago and then voted him in again to office 4 years ago feel like those economic policies, Harlan, they haven't worked.
They haven't.
So why would you give someone who's of a similar mind an opportunity
Why would
again?
we double down on the failed policies of the last 8 years? Mm-hmm. I can't do it. I mean, look, I voted for Barack Obama, and, I'm on the wrong side of history on this issue. And, just getting back to your earlier point real quick, one of my biggest disappointments out of tonight was the fact that he didn't even mention the WikiLeaks dump or the DNC or Debbie Wasserman Schultz. When he ran, he wasn't running as a good Democrat. That's not what we were voting for, and that's what he was tonight.
Yeah, a lot of disappointment going around here, Deirdre and Harlan, tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. All right, guys, day one, it's in the books. Eventful, as we perhaps did not anticipate, but of course all that news, the emails, and Debbie Wasserman Schultz coming to light over the weekend, and then of course today her resignation, the 2016 Democratic National Convention, day one wrapping up, but more to go. Tonight's theme, a lifetime of fighting for children and families. Tomorrow's theme, rather, a lifetime of fighting for children and families. We're going to hear from President Bill Clinton, who's going to take to the podium. He was here tonight. Fox Business is going to be back with live coverage of the convention starting at 6 p.m. Eastern with Maria Liu at 7, and I'll be here